Here we go. Hey, everyone. Thank you for joining us again this Monday at 2 p.m. We are live on Facebook and YouTube.
Yay.
And here we are, Rabell Realty Group podcast with Kristen Rebecca and
Rebecca Johnson.
Always good to see you. And like always, we're going to start with the Market Minute.
The Monday Market Moment with Kristen and Rebecca. So we're looking at February 2021. So there have been 144 active listings to hit the market since February 1st till today, which is the 15th, President's Day. And in
all
this
the kids
month,
at home.
That's right. So hopefully we'll keep it clean for all the kids at home. Don't worry, we're not talking sports today. That's all over. Thank God. Pending sales. We have 304 pending sales from February 1st till today. That is crazy. And that's as of this morning. And then 123 closed sales for the month already. So that's pretty good.
Still the same as always. Too many pended, not enough active, closed just under the amount of active, all in February.
So I did look because I was interested to see in Gainesville specifically how many single family residential detached homes are on the market
today.
Right now. 214.
That is so little. That is so few. How many months is that?
Absorption rate wise, you're probably talking about a month.
Exactly. It's less than 2 months right there.
Yeah, I mean, look at the pending sales for February. I mean,
so if we have 214, yeah,
that's everything. Handyman special to executive
now, this
style
is
homes.
Gainesville. Or do we include Alachua,
nope,
High Spring? Okay,
just
Gainesville only.
And it's
so if you're looking at homes, you only got 214 in Gainesville. You might as well look at a little bit outside of Gainesville as well.
I did pull condos also because I was curious, or attached homes. These aren't necessarily condos.
Condos, but really they're attached. So they could be
condos or
two-story townhouses, or on top of each other condos, or condos that are spread apart. That would be...
We had 115 in Gainesville, so that's not very many at all. Very, very low. Very
so that means that not a lot of student housing will be available for sale. Luckily, we don't have the numbers, but there's a lot of rentals out there with the
rentals
larger
are at scarcity, which I was listening to an interesting podcast over the weekend, and they were talking about how normally when one segment of real estate is really hot, like the sales, you'll see the opposite in something like rentals. And this is a peculiar market because they're both very hot. Rentals are going up in price.
But if you were going to use that analogy, then it would be with commercial. The smaller commercial spaces, they're actually plentiful and hard to rent because there's almost too many.
We don't do commercials, so I mean, this is purely based on the residential market, where they're saying usually when the market's hot like this, the rentals are going down because people are buying homes. And in this case, the rental prices are going up. And I could say on the property management side, we've had no problem raising rents on people because they can't find homes to buy.
In general, there's a lack of listings in the rental market as well. And it's because they can't find anything, so they're staying there, or they are renting homes instead. So we've got a bit of a crisis here.
I know. Well, I was doing a listing, looking up listing information for a place in St. Augustine that we're looking at listing. And it was interesting when you start typing in Google how it usually auto-populates like popular search terms. And I was doing St. John's Property Appraiser, but when I hit prop, it said population. And so all I can wonder is, are these people from other areas, like
really
where can I move?
Yes.
What's a good area that's a small town? And nothing's going to be a small town because everybody's descending upon Florida.
Right. Everyone wants to move here with our lovely weather.
And Super Bowl champions. Anyway,
it'll be a wild ride for everyone, but really what we need are more listings. So if you're looking to list and sell your home, please call us at Rabell. And the main number is 352-559-8820. There you go. So talking about weather, moving on, everybody, this was a really wet weekend, and it's supposed to be, other than the sunny sky today, really wet week. So all I can say is perspective, at least it's not snow.
Yeah, I don't do snow. I don't like snow. It's cold.
And at least it's not that bad of rain in that picture. We're not flooded yet or flooding. It's not really the rainy season. The rainy season descends upon us more in hurricane. We get our little belts of rain during the summer, but we do get a lot of rain here. We're not Seattle. People do come down for the sunshine, but we do have some rain. So this week we have rain. And this week we'll talk about how to show your home when it's raining. So we've got some really great tips for you all who have listings and are worried about this rain, darkening your house or bringing in water. So the very first one I'll just start with, let the light in. So all of you who have blinds and curtains, open them up, especially if you don't have enough windows. People love natural light and they really want to see it. And when it's not light enough outside because we have a lot of clouds, you've got to help with that. So if you know a showing's coming up, I would say also turn your lights on.
Turn all
ahead of time. Turn all the lights on. And if you already have a dark house, you should probably be doing this regardless of the amount of sunshine outside. I do want to say something, and let's give your opinion on this. They used to call them plantation shutters, but they call them southern shutters now. Sorry, it's the truth. I find them to be lovely, but I find that they don't allow a lot of light out. What's your point of view on shutters?
As somebody that has southern shutters or whatever we call them now, it is 100% true. Mm-hmm. So I almost always have mine like fully to the middle open, right. And I have only one room has drapes, but I keep them pulled back.
So you have to think about those plantation or southern shutters now also keeping them open. There is a way where you can fully open them, but they kind of get in the way.
They do.
At least have the blinds part of them open so that natural light can seep in, because you're really going to want that during the rainy season and during a week that's full of rain. What's the next one?
To give buyers a place to wipe your feet, which seems pretty common sense, but oftentimes there are not mats at houses when we go to show them. It is so helpful. Just throw a mat down. And
what do you think about those little booties? They were doing that during COVID. So if you have any left over.
If you have them, use them. I am in heels, so I look ridiculous when I wear them typically.
We usually have the buyers take
boots,
your feet off, your feet off, take your shoes off.
They're Ken and Barbie. They just take their feet off.
But the problem with that is when you take your shoes off, I always find, because there are some cultures that like you to have your shoes off. What do you do when you want to go outside, out back, and your shoes are out front? So I always wonder that.
Yeah, it's difficult. And I feel like I only show homes that require me to take my shoes off on days that I wear shoes that are complicated.
Oh, right.
Lots of lacing or tying, or hard to take on and off standing on one foot. So
I do suggest holding your shoes. Hopefully they're not soaking wet. If they are, leaving them out front. Just don't go out back. But yes. I think this is a really cute idea. Putting an umbrella stand out, in the front so they can leave their umbrella in that stand.
Oh yeah, that's
and not bring it in. Now, obviously, they can leave the umbrella outside and just put it up against the side of the house. But it is really cute to have an umbrella stand. And I would, of course, have it outside so they don't bring that umbrella in, especially if you have wood or carpet at your front door. Mm-hmm. But just giving them different ways of remembering. Oh, let me leave this here.
Making it warm and inviting. I think that goes with having the lights on, having a pleasant smell in the home. If you have kids or animals, this is something that you always are probably battling, but they make so many things that are alternatives to candles, from light sprays to essential oils to the wax, paraffin wax things. What are those called? Scentsies type things. All those are very nice. I would choose a pleasant, clean scent. Nothing too...
not too fruity. Not too citrusy even. Although lemon is a nice, clean smell.
Yeah, some of them bother mine. Or if you're like me, just pour a little bit of bleach down the drain before everybody comes. I just do that to make it smell super clean. But... yeah. Now
they suggest to offer snacks. This obviously if you're getting a lot of showings, it doesn't hurt to have. Not a lot of people want to take snacks. But there are some houses, they'll leave out the small bottles of water and then little snacks that are packaged so that, they do suggest cookies. You could do that for open houses. Duffy here is saying hot cocoa or coffee. Now, remember, they're walking around your house and you're not always going to be able to have hot coffee because that the showing's happening during the day and the realtor's coming with the buyer, but you're not necessarily there at that time. So that's really better for brokers opens or open houses, but this is for, during the week. But it doesn't hurt to have little snacks because buyers sometimes are out with their realtor for 3-4 hours looking at houses. Maybe not in this market right now where there's only, 214 homes in Gainesville.
Yeah, they're going one at a time probably to get in there and get out.
Right. But yeah, the bottles of water, people love that, especially if you're out and about and, you're not getting back. You have kids grabbing those, offering that. That's a really nice way to make them feel welcome to your home.
Checking your home for leaks and cleaning out gutters. These are just simple things that make your home sparkle, so to speak, even in the rain, because anything that a buyer has to do is going to cost double on the offer. So if it costs $1,500 to get your gutters cleaned out and fixed for leaks, the buyer is going to automatically think, oh, that's $3,000. I'm not, this house is too expensive and has too many repairs.
Have a higher number in their head, or they want to, so they can knock it down in price.
Yep.
But yeah, get rid of all of those and anything that you can clean. But right now is a good time. I think the end or March is when all of the leaves stop falling. So if you're going to wait, wait for March to clean those gutters. But if your gutters are already really packed up, then you may as well go ahead and clean them, so that it looks really nice. And, sometimes you could just hire your own kid to get up there on the easy ones, on the ladder, as long as they're old enough, or the hubs or wife, getting up there and cleaning them down. And then you can hire someone to really get them when March comes around.
Yeah. So just a couple of quick, easy tips so that when it's raining, your home is easy to show.
Wonderful. All right. What's next? You have this fun story for us.
Yes. So there is a home in Zephyr Hills, which is where I kind of grew up. And this has been in all the little real estate groups on Facebook and different forums that I read for real estate news. And it kills me because every now and then somebody just throws down the gamut and is like, I'm going to write something hilarious. So the listing description is enormous. I'm not going to read it all.
Listing description, by the way, and this is what made everyone just die for it.
Everybody's talking about this listing, so I sincerely hope that this agent sells it full price, quickly, smooth closing, because the honesty in this is fabulous. It literally starts like this. Here it is, literally the worst house on the street, right?
Appears to be so.
Super honest. I'm going to skip down into some of it, but it's the roof leaks, the floor creaks, and there's a terrible draft. But this 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath home is a very open concept. And by that, we mean the inside is open to the outside because several windows are broken. I'm not going to lie. I'm sorry if you're from my town and I sent this to you, but I sent it to everybody saying, y'all are always pestering me for flips. Here's your chance.
Right. See who the real flippers are.
Exactly. Who's going to take this on? Now, I know you've heard of a detached garage, but have you ever heard of a detached foundation?
Oh, no.
I know. I'm just like, this is...
Actually, when they posted it, it was posted for free. That's not the real price, but people were offering, $1.15, and they said that whatever the change in my pocket is, I'll pay.
I found it on Realtor.com for just under $70,000, which it's on a pretty sizable lot in an area that's kind of up and coming from what I could tell. If you're interested in this home, message us.
Let us know.
We've got the details. We're members of that MLS, and we'll connect you to a realtor that can help you buy this one. But
flip it and make some money. We need listings.
That's right. We're flipping.
Here we go.
Let's see. This was probably my favorite. As somebody that takes energy and gets, has a feeling for things, it says, and if you're looking for a house that screams, I've got a bizarre and ominous energy, then honey, stop the car because you found it conveniently located off 301 in North Zephyr Hills. So kudos to this realtor for thinking outside of the box, putting it out there like it is.
Having fun with it.
Not writing some charming, could be your dream home HGTV opportunity.
Sometimes we need to know the real.
I know. I'm like, the honesty
the
on
pictures
this
say
is
it all.
great. Yeah. Yes.
We love it when we find great listings like this where the realtor is just lets it all out and tells the real story and the real truth. It's fun. This is sometimes what keeps realtors heartbeat.
I know. If you're this is a woman named Felipa, and if you're out there and you're listening by chance, you are welcome to come and join us anytime. We appreciate your brand of humor. And like I said, we hope you get a quick sale and lots of offers on this thing because it was great. Apparently, it took 7 dumpsters to clean the property. If you've ever seen a dumpster up close,
they're pretty large.
They're massive. It only takes about 2 to construct a house. So I'm a little confused on what.
Well, maybe the first one started with the stuff in the house, like the furniture, and
true.
Then from there. But yeah, 7
Very
is a
true.
lot. I mean, there's nothing in. It looks like that's a kitchen, so all of the appliances and the cabinetry and the countertops. So
well, there's nothing in the kitchen. It says that it has a large, spacious window, and that's about it.
Probably needs new windows also.
It needs, several are broken.
All broken, right?
Yep, it doesn't have it. Let's see. And whether you like to turn up the heat or keep it cool, it won't matter because there's no HVAC system. So brutal honesty. I love it.
Well, listen, we're halfway through the show, so let's take a break and we'll get back and talk about what's really going on in real estate right now and the big news of Zillow and showing time. So we'll see you in about 2.
My name is Megan Greenhampton. I represent Team Kristen and Rebecca at Rabell Realty Group. The thing that made Kristen and Rebecca stand out versus other options were that they seemed very supportive and had a very good reputation. I have stepped from behind the scenes in an admin position into feeling confident enough to be a realtor myself. They are brokers that actually support their agents. They are not looking to just further their own name in the business. They actually do pass along leads to other agents. I would recommend Kristen and Rebecca's team to others because they are supportive, accessible, they are empowering, and very positive. I'm very happy here. I've been to 5 other brokerages, and this is by far the most empowered, successful, strong that I have felt.
All right, we're back. Thank you for hanging on with us or coming and joining us today on our podcast. Our next topic is the Zillow acquiring or purchasing showing time. So this is really sort of more of a realtor topic, but this is huge. You're probably seeing it in the news. I mean, last time we talked about that really funny video from SNL. So Zillow is really getting some traction. So Zillow acquired showing time. Showing time is how some agents like to request showings on homes. We do it the old time way, which is call us and we will get you in. Text us, call us. Right. Well, text her, call her. Don't call her. Text me, call me. I will get you in. I don't actually like showing time because oftentimes they use it when it's inconvenient and I really have to talk to the renter or the owner to see, and I'd rather just, be able to talk on text rather than showing time because I'll have to say no to showing time and then they'll immediately, without asking me why, try to schedule another time. I'm like, hold on, I have to talk to the owner first.
Yeah, so, a lot of times the owner lives in the property, so it's, and the owners can help control some of this, but it's just much easier if we don't have communicate.
Right, and we don't have the buyer's agents calling the seller directly. So showing time was kind of easy for a lot of realtors because they could just click a button on the MLS and have it schedule the showing. That does work for some listings, but really for vacant listings, you can just have what we call key safe no call. So no call or showing time is needed. And then other than that, you're usually trying to schedule with the people who live there. So again, the tenants or the owners. So is it a big deal? Yes. To many people, it's a big deal because this is Zillow trying to gather the data. Now, the truth about Zillow, right? Everybody is in real estate, not everybody, but most of real estate don't like Zillow because they're taking the data and then selling it back to us. But the truth is that Zillow is not thanks Megan, not a listing forum for sellers. It's a marketing forum for realtors. And it's a lead generation forum for realtors. So we market our homes there, then they sell it back to us and we purchase it from them, and then we're purchasing parts of it so that buyers get calls from us. Now they have become brokerages in some areas. So again, buying showing time is really just buying more of the data that's out there. But not every MLS uses showing time.
Yeah, that's true. We just got showing time here. There are other alternatives to that. So I think we're going to see a lot of MLSs change from showing time once their contracts are up to other platforms. And I'll be curious to see the realtors that really don't like Zillow if they stop using showing time.
That's what I'm reading. Everyone is saying we're stopping using showing time. We don't want to anymore, which I'm like, thank goodness, because it's not my favorite.
I don't mind it on listings that are vacant or easy to show, but I've got some that I'm like, I've got to talk to the owner. They've got kids, they've got pets. It's
if we
difficult.
think about it right now, a lot of people we've talked about this before, because there's lack of inventory. A lot of people have to buy to sell. So they're still living in their houses as they're waiting for the house they're purchasing to be, to close so they can close simultaneously. So they're still there. Most people have kids, not everyone, and it's okay if you don't. A lot of people have animals and not everyone does. Again, it's okay if you don't, but usually that's sort of what causes this, friction with showing time, because we've really got to talk to the seller to see when it's best for them. Sometimes we know their exact schedules. We are in a location, being Gainesville, where Shands is really, UF Medicine is really like the largest employer. So a lot of people work there and they work odd hours. So that's really the biggest part is, working with those nurses, who have odd hours, or, work at night, and we need to schedule around their sleeping period. So that's why showing time isn't always that great, but we'll see how it goes. It's just, why are you seeing it out there? Because it's big. It's
big news to real estate people.
Right, to realtors.
I just think they're looking, they don't own Dotloop from what I understand, but they get data from Dotloop. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're a partner. So I think, to me, they're just figuring out what time are people scheduling to see homes, what homes are being shown, how quickly are they selling, because they're getting the data from Dotloop. So they're knowing, are people clicking? How fast are they moving? How long is it taking for homes to go under contract? They're a data company. They've always been that. They've always been very upfront about that.
Right.
So it is interesting to see. Nothing to, get a tizzy out about yet.
Right.
Just use that.
And for realtors, all of you who are listening, this really just reminds you that it's really about connecting with your people, connecting with your sphere of influence. We call it the SOI. And I think this is true for anyone in sales. There will always be disruptors, and yes, Zillow is probably a big time disruptor, such as some other companies out there, and we just have to make sure that we are true to our sphere of influence. And if you're out just trying to get online leads, that should be icing on the cake. Everything else that you're really doing really needs to be connecting with people, and so that you can get more listings, so you don't have to worry about the disruptors, because you're going to have to change. A train will come and you better jump on. You don't want to get it run over by it, and you don't want to lose it. So it's really about change, and ultimately technology and the internet is going to change everything.
It has changed everything.
Mm-hmm.
I remember
it's going to continue to change everything. So,
everybody kind of remembers the listing books. We're the second oldest profession, so everybody knows that real estate has changed a lot over
We're still
the
around.
last 100 years.
Realtors are still around. We're still needed. I think people out there are busy, and they need someone to help them, and that's what we're here for. And so if we focus on that, we'll focus on changing with the ways and adapting and growing and becoming better realtors at that, and better providers of service. That's what we are. Servitors.
Servitors. Service providers and survivors.
Yes, exactly.
Well, speaking of connecting with other humans and our spheres of influence, we wanted to thank Marston Photography. We had a little Galentine's Day event at our office,
so fun.
And she was our photographer. She came to capture some of the fun, and we got to have a little jewelry making party for the ladies in the office to celebrate Galentine's
classy
Day.
Rounds.
Yep, classy rounds. We appreciate you, and thank you for coming by.
Fun.
Yep, we had petit fours, girls, champagne, jewelry. It was everything.
And we
got
to make it and just buy it if we didn't want to make it.
I made one and I bought one.
Me too.
The making one was not fun. I'm not a jewelry maker.
Yes, she's not. But
I'm like,
we all
it's too
had fun.
tedious. And then I realized that the beads were different colors because they were all champagne in my mind. But yeah, it was fun. I did have a good time catching up, and we missed getting together with people in a small atmosphere.
Yes, at our office, our beautiful little office.
So we're looking forward to more of those types of events.
Thank you both for coming out and hosting this event with us. And again, Darshakow.
Oh, yes, Darshakow. Thank you for sponsoring
it, right.
And letting the girls all get together and have some fun. And it was great to see Carrie and Heather from Darshakow for after what it felt like an eternity.
Oh, right.
At a real estate event. Mm-hmm. And so we're glad, and thank you so much.
We also want to tell you about this new restaurant, a charcuterie type restaurant in downtownish Gainesville, right outside of Gainesville.
Yes.
Tell us about this, Rebecca.
So this is kind of more in the Grove Street area, or Cypress Grove, like near that. It's the old Civilization building, if anybody remembers Civilization. Great restaurant. But
they just closed down because of COVID, or during COVID.
They did close down during COVID, which was unfortunate.
Also.
Yeah, it's an old Train Depot, from what I understand. And now this is a wine shop, so you can actually get online and order wine from them. And they have a very, very good selection for people who are true wine
winos.
Winos. I was going to say connoisseurs, but winos, that sounds better. So if you like wine, this is for you. Beautiful spot. They've got a lot of outdoor seating. They have charcuteries and cheeses and things if you want to have a quiet outdoor spot.
So can you order your wine and pick it up and leave, or order it to drink there and make sure it's there?
I think you can order it up and pick it up and leave, because they sell bottles. But yes, you can also sit there and drink it from what I can tell. They just opened this weekend.
So we don't know all the little details, like
we don't.
You can go in just for a glass or two, or do you have to buy the bottle?
I'm not 100% sure, but they have a lot of good details.
I really love their sign, and I love their font, and the name Superette is really cute.
Yes,
so,
and
it's a great location.
They are open on the weekends. They are closed today and tomorrow as they regroup. It was a much busier than expected opening weekend, which I am very glad for
with
them.
Valentine's.
Oh yeah, they were very busy. So they're regrouping, but they'll reopen tomorrow, Wednesday, 11 a.m. till 8 p.m. And those hours are basically Wednesday through Sunday. And they've got all their information on their website. You can even follow their Instagram off their website. Really great page. Gives you a good feel for who they are, what they're about. And their owner is very knowledgeable in wine.
Excellent. That's what you need.
So that's what we need.
Someone who knows what to purchase, so that you can go in and taste either delicious wine or find the wine that you really love.
And I think that side of town, we definitely need something like that. And it's just a very chill place to go. Kind of like a wine person's response to Cypress and Grove Brewery.
There you go.
So
looks super cute.
Very good.
All right. Next up, we want to welcome and congratulate Dan Hathcock for coming to our company, and he's on Team KNR, which is our team. So Dan, if you don't know him, he's involved a lot with Dance Alive and then also the wedding industry. So we look forward to him growing his real estate career at Rabell. So thank you, Dan, for coming and joining us at the Rebellion. Big love to Melinda DeLuna of Rabell. She passed her broker's exam, which is really, really not easy at all, hard. And she didn't even tell us, we knew she was taking the class, but she didn't tell us she was taking the final exam until she passed it, which she passed it the first time.
Good job,
So
Melinda.
amazing.
So proud of you.
So now she's a broker associate
Congratulations.
with us, not just a realtor. This is a big thing, and that's why she got her Smarty Pants Award this year.
Yep. Winners. So Rabell Realty Group was running a contest where you could post yourself out and about doing real estate or being part of the rebellion of real estate. And the winners are Sky Mays and Susan Hicks.
we had a double win. I think they
teamed up at the end.
They teamed up at the end.
And it was great.
They were exhausted. We had them turn in these pictures, and you had to tag and then wear, or have Rabell swag with you. And I think they teamed up.
I enjoyed seeing all of the variety. I mean, we had a lot of people posting.
It's really funny to see how competitive they really are. You're welcome, Melinda. We're so proud of you.
We're proud of you. We're proud of you ladies as well.
Melinda, she really tried to throw some game in there also.
She did. She had a good, I had to actually go down and count everything.
She was focusing even more on her broker exam. So we're excited for her for that.
Exactly.
But yes, Sky and Susan tied each other. We had a couple of great posts up there, and we do hope you continue. Our next one is coming up soon, and it will be videos.
Yes.
So get ready to see some great videos from our realtors. We're excited to see that.
Well, if you have a property that you don't want to sell, but you need professional management, we are here for you with KNR Property Management, where we invest in your investment. You can email us at rent@knrpm.com.
And if you need handyman services for anything with remodels, repairs, and maintenance, please call J&P, Florida Handyman Services, LLC. We have the 2 numbers below where you could reach him, or his email at handymanservicesgnv@gmail.com. Thank you for sponsoring J&P.
Thinking of getting into real estate? You can join our team at join@buysellrebell.com. It's no obligation to get a little information.
And if you would like to be social, let's be social. Don't forget, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and on Google and YouTube.
We're live on YouTube.
We are live on YouTube now, so you can find all our videos on there, and follow us all of these places. We'd love to see you.
Did you know Rabell Realty Group has a blog at buysellrebell.com/blog where we post tips, tricks, things we know about real estate, great restaurants in town, and much, much more.
Yes. And we always like to thank our producer, the Fiesta Media, full podcast production. So if you're looking for your own podcast, you can contact them at 352-327-5089. Thank you, Fiesta Media and Elio.
Have a great rest of the week. It sounds weird to say that on a Monday.
Right. Hopefully it'll stay dry because we do know that weather's going to be wet, but get out there and have fun.
And we'll see you next Monday at 2.
Next week. Thank you for joining. Have a great week.